John chapter 15 verse 5 says, I am the vine, ye are the branches. So when one soul, which is also the superconscious mind, comes into earth, I am the vine, one soul stream becomes 12 probable selves, incarnates on different timelines. So one soul stream or soul family becomes 12, but it's coming from the same soul. And that's why Jesus understood that. And he said, I am the vine, the soul stream. He came from the Sananda oversoul family. You are the branches. And there's a very specific science of how this happens. The superconscious mind, also known as the soul matrix, it replicates itself through electromagnetic fission into fragments, and it replicates its consciousness into sets of 12 individual identities, which are simultaneously all happening at the same time, placed within different space-time fields. Thus, you come to the word soul family. So think about that. 12 identical probable selves coming from the same source, electromagnetic fission into different bodies. He also says after that, if you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. So what he's talking about is you can actually connect with your superconscious mind, your soul family. And so there's different techniques that you can do that during dream state. You can do that through meditation, through certain ceremonies. And when you connect to that place and you find 0 point, you can actually communicate. Your soul is communicating with all different aspects of your simultaneous incarnations. Perhaps there's a part of you right now that is in Japan, that is a martial arts expert. Perhaps there is a part of you, everything, everywhere, all at once. So all of these things are based on this science of Keylontic science. And the soul is connected to a higher level of you, which is called the oversoul. And that's Jeshua came from the oversoul lineage. Oversoul becomes 12 souls, one soul becomes 12 probable incarnate selves. So I want to encourage each one of us to start intentionally connecting with that part of us. And that's what Jesus meant. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. If you don't, you're going to wither, because when someone is cut off from their soul, they're operating purely on dimensions 1 through 3. The egoic mind that thinks it's separate, the illusion of separateness exists when you cannot connect with your soul. And so when you think you're separate, you think you need to survive, you think you need to accumulate, and then that's the cause of every single war on this planet, is because people have not connected with their soul or their superconscious mind, which knows that we are all connected. We all come from the same source. So actually the solution to world peace is for more and more people to start waking up and starting to embody and connect with their soul. And from that place, they will know that, oh, we all come from the same soul. One soul becomes 12. One oversoul becomes 12 souls. 12 times 12 is 144. And so the universe is mathematical. So the cool thing is that when you connect to this part of you, in that part of your mind, the superconscious mind, the soul matrix, a carbon crystalline less dense version of you, which is communicating with all 12 different aspects of yourself, stores the memory. The superconscious mind stores the memory of when you chose to come to earth, because it was a choice. There's no force and source. And so you can start tuning in. It also holds the memory of why you decided to come. And I promise you, you have deep purpose. You can find that by connecting with your superconscious mind. It holds the memory not only of your individual purpose, so it knows, and you chose, your soul chose to be incarnated exactly into your body, your avatar, exactly choosing your mom, exactly on the day you were born. All of these things were a choice because there's no force and source. So this part of you remembers why you came. So I promise you, you have deep purpose. In order to find that out, you got to connect with your 4th, 5th, and 6th stranded DNA, your soul, your superconscious mind. But check this out. Yes, you have purpose individually, but also the entire group has a group consciousness and a group purpose. Jesus, I am the vine, ye are the branches. 12 apostles, they had a group mission, and so do you. And that is where the term soul family comes from. And so this is the truth, the science of Jesus Christ, is that yes, the vine, one soul becomes 12. becomes the branches. And if you remain in your soul, you connect to your soul every single morning and you receive that deep purpose, it's literally sending you electromagnetic frequencies, and it's trying to lead you on your highest potential and for you to fulfill your divine mission. And when we can quiet our mind through our breath, through whatever practice and technique, meditation, ceremony, being in nature, and you get into that state, it's gonna send you electromagnetic impulses. Now we have free will choice. We can choose to reject those electromagnetic impulses if we want to, or we can choose to learn how to listen. It's a direct cognition. Literally, that electromagnetic impulse, you can feel it. It's not the mind, not loud and noisy. It's a small, quiet, direct knowing, and it's a message from your superconscious mind or your soul. And if you learn how to hear that and listen to that and obey that, it will lead you on your highest evolutionary potential, and you will find, I have deep purpose. And then he says, you will bear fruit if you remain in me and I in you. Apart from me, you can do nothing. And he's talking about like spiritual things, right? Making an impact for the world and stepping into your highest evolutionary potential. So connect with your soul vine, and your soul family will come together, and you will find yourself in the middle of the most epic love story ever written.